Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I was going to say hi June bugs, but I don't know, I didn't think it would cause so much hesitation for some people. Let's just address this, okay? So in my latest video, in my two latest videos, I asked you guys, what do you guys want me to call you? And I clearly stated that my intention there was really to have an endearing term for you guys who have supported me, and you know who you are. Like, there are so many of you guys who I have seen, you know, support me, commented on my videos, watch my vlogs. Like, I'm honestly so thankful for those people, and new subbies are always welcome, you guys. But like, truthfully, this was just more me saying thank you. It wasn't to feel superior, which I know, what's her name? I can't remember from the top of my head, I'm so sorry. Like, a fellow subscriber commented, you know, please don't call us June bugs, because she feels like it's a little bit cringeworthy. She feels like it's probably a bit more for people who are younger, and she feels like YouTubers that call their audience a nickname feel like they are superior to their viewers. Oh my god, like, I would never, like, I do not ever feel like that making YouTube videos. Like, I'm surprised that people still watch me. Like, honestly, this isn't my day job. You guys know that. I do this for fun. I do this for the friends that follow me, like the subbies that continue to watch me, and to share my love for like handbags, fashion, you know, whatever. And it was a little bit stressful, like it was a little bit anxiety provoking that came across that way. So I still want to call you guys something. If you honestly are so obstructive to that, okay, fine. I mean, I don't want to cause any animosity and stress for a lot of, like, for all of us really, but just know that it came from a good place. And honestly, I just wanted to embrace like a term. I wanted to name my YouTube family, and I just didn't want to be like you guy, you everybody who watches me. I wanted to just have a loving nickname. If you feel like June bugs was a little bit too young, that's okay. I put it out there because that was my nickname. Tanya suggested Junies, there's June babes, hey, I don't know, like, I just want it to be related to my channel. I don't want to say like fellow handbag addicts, because I know most of you are, but that's not everybody. So yeah, anyways, it's still up for deliberation. You guys just let me know what you want, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I just didn't know that it was going to cause so much drama, but I don't want it to be that way. So I just want to sort of address it, move on, and let's get on to the video. So if you're still here watching me, thank you. After all that ramble, I have been tagged by several people because I am literally the last person to do this video. Actually and truly the last person. Like, everyone says they're the last person, but no, I'm seriously the last person. So I was tagged by like 5 people. So I was originally tagged by the Chic Professor. I will put her link in the info bar below. Hi babe, I'm so sorry for taking this long. Honestly, I've just been so busy, and I saw your video. I absolutely loved this tag, and I've had so much fun watching everybody else's. So thank you so much for creating this video. Go and check her out, you guys. I was also tagged by My Daily Sweet. I was tagged by Fashionably Amy. I was tagged by Gina. So hi doll, thanks so much for tagging me. And finally, the gorgeous Shay Whitney tagged me also, and I feel so bad because she tagged me in a previous video and I never got around to doing it. But the footage for this video got lost, so I'm refilming. So here we are. It is the second time I'm filming this. It is the luxury items that I never thought I would buy / own / gifted, whatever. Basically luxury items that I just never thought ever in a million years I would ever have. So I'm just gonna like preface this by saying, I know a lot of people said that they never expected to own any luxury items. I'm gonna go against the grain and just say I didn't feel like it was an impossible dream for me. I'd never thought, okay, it's never gonna happen. Like, I'm never ever gonna go own a Chanel flap. Like, I felt like I could. I didn't think it was that unrealistic, because for me, going through medical school, getting into medical school and graduating was the biggest and the most impossible dream for me. And I felt like being able to do that, going through that, felt like, you know, I could do anything if I really wanted to. I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't want to sound like an absolute prick, but, you know, I felt like getting into medical school was the biggest hurdle in my life, and having achieved that, I honestly felt like anything was possible if I put my mind to it. And I've been so lucky to have the career that I do have, and to be able to afford these bags is just, it is a dream come true. In saying that, never ever did I ever think that I would be the handbag whore that I am. So it's a real problem. And yeah, like maybe one Chanel bag, maybe one Louis Vuitton bag, but to own the collection that I have, like, it is a real issue. So anyways, with that aside, let's move on to the actual bags that I never thought that I would actually own or purchase. I have a few bags to share with you, so let's just crack on. The first bag, and very rightfully and very ironically, is actually a bag that you have heard me on camera say that I would never ever purchase it, and it is the Loewe puzzle bag. I can't believe like the 180 that I did on this bag. I remember when I did the anti-Lux haul video, I think it was, I did specifically say I felt like I said that I wouldn't get this bag because I didn't like how it looked, and when I saw it in real life, I felt like it was a little bit too saggy. It just looked like a sad sack of leather. But that was before I met this gorgeous number right here, and this bag pretty much solved all the problems for me. First of all, I love the gorgeous metallic design of this. I love all the logos on this, and the fact that it's in patent leather means that this actually retains like the boxy shape that I actually do really like about this bag. I prefer it to be a bit more structured like this because I think it complements all like the little details, but I do know a lot of people also like it when it's sort of like this, when it sort of looks like this and there's a bit more of a, and there's like a bit of like a triangle shape to it. I don't love that so much, but I can appreciate it now. I still prefer the look of this, but I am totally living for the gold one. I think it's like in brown with gold hardware. Now that they have gold hardware, I'm like, oh my god, that's beautiful. So yeah, this is the first bag that I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, totally never saw it coming, but she's definitely a keeper. I've loved her so much, and you guys can see that I featured her in my most recent favorites video. So that is the first one, the Loewe puzzle bag. When I started collecting, I was a Louis Vuitton girl through and through, so I never thought that I would be such a Chanel girl, but lo and behold, I am obviously a Chanel addict now. It is a Chanel classic flap in the small size caviar leather. So I did an unboxing and reveal of this, but truthfully, like when I was doing my Chanel research and I was looking at getting my first designer bag, I remember everyone raved about the Chanel jumper, and I for sure thought that the jumper, or at least the medium large, would be my very first, would be my go-to sizes. I saw reviews on the small, and I was like, you know what, who would pay money to buy a small? It's so small, and the difference between a small and a large is so tiny compared to the overall size and how much you can fit in. Like, why wouldn't you put the extra money to get a more functional bag? But truthfully, after getting this bag, I am in love with the size. It just looks so much better on my frame. So I never thought I would get the small, but I do, and I'm so glad that I did decide to add it onto my purchase. But in saying that, never did I thought ever that I would have the number of Chanel classic flaps that I have. Like, I remember buying my first one and like nearly throwing up thinking about the price, and now I have so many. So that is blowing my mind, and I'm so grateful for it. But yeah, never did I ever think that I would own the small size, nor did I ever think I would own as many flaps as I do now. All right, the next Chanel bag that I wanted to share is this gorgeous number here. You guys haven't seen this in a while, but I love her still to death. It is the Chanel, what is this? The Chanel CC Delivery. I got it in the small with the black glazed calfskin in the silver hardware. I freaking love this bag. It's still such a gorgeous like showstopper bag in my opinion, but I never thought that I would ever add this to my collection. I remember when I first saw Alex sharing it, and at that stage I hadn't even purchased my first Chanel bag and I was looking at getting one, but I just thought, oh, I'm never ever going to be able to add that. It's just so, like, I saw the price, it was pretty pretty much the same price as a Chanel Classic flap, and at the time I would rather go for a Chanel Classic flap than this item. I did really like how it was sort of very Chanel but also very different, but I felt like for that money I would rather put it towards something more classic. And you know, after some time you realize that it is worth it putting it into sort of more like unique pieces like this, because, you know, unfortunately, or fortunately actually, a lot of people do have the Chanel Classic flap now, and so it's not as unique and as special as it, you know, once was. No shade, like I still love my Chanel Classic flaps, but if you want something a little bit more unique and different, I definitely love like the seasonal pieces, and I love this one. So this is in the small tote. I do have several videos on this if you want to see it. I'll put all the relevant links in the info bar, so go and check it out. And then finally, the last Chanel item that I never thought I would ever purchase is actually this Chanel Deauville. So when I first saw this bag, I did really like it. I first saw it on Christelle Lim, and I saw it on her Instagram, and she was at the beach, and I was like, wow, that is such a gorgeous beach bag. And you know, that's exactly what it was to me. It was a beach bag. So to fork out like $5,000+ on a beach bag was just, you know, like it just blew my mind. It was just never gonna happen, and I was just never gonna do it. So I never really gave too much thought about the bag. I've always loved it and I liked how it looked on other people, but I never really was on the hunt for it or went looking for it, because I could never find it for like the price range that I wanted, until one night, late at night, I was scrolling through eBay. I was going through one of my favorite eBay sellers page, and I found this for such a good price, at least enough to the point where I was willing to pay for it, which I think was just under $2,000. You know, compared to something brand new, I was happy to pay for it, and I really actually prefer the whole distressed look of this. I think it works so much better for what I'm using it for, which is just like a casual throw around bag, and it does have wear and tear, so you can see like fraying there. It's got some snags here and there, but you know, it's still I still love this bag. I have used it so much, and I definitely think I've gotten my money's worth. If this sort of like was to leave my collection, I would definitely look for another one, and I would only buy it in pre-loved condition for the price that I got it for. So I would not pay brand new, but I would definitely be on the hunt to add it back into my collection, because it's just been such a good bag. I love how you can carry it top handle, and I also love how you can carry it like over the shoulder, and I think that's what is great about this compared to the Neverfull, is just like the functionality of how you hold it. So that is that one. So those are my Chanel pieces. Moving on to Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton are my first love. Honestly, okay, like truthfully, Louis Vuitton, I wanted everything from Louis Vuitton. I knew that Louis Vuitton would go up in prices, so when I first got into luxury, I was on a mad race to get all of the pieces that I wanted as soon as possible, so I never had to worry about, you know, the price going up and then me having to fork out an extra $300 for the same exact bag that I could have purchased like literally 2 months ago. And I loved the monogram and the damier ebene, but one print that I never genuinely thought I would ever own in my collection is actually the damier azur print, and now I'm so obsessed with it. I have it in the Noe BB and also the Neverfull, and I previously had it in a Speedy. Still looking to add a Speedy 25 in damier azur maybe one day, but yeah, I love this print. It is so gorgeous. When I was first looking at Louis Vuitton, I just thought, why would you buy the damier azur print? And the reason being is damier azur is like such a delicate like canvas. It definitely transfers, and then to top it off, the leather that is paired with it is actually the very delicate vachetta leather. So overall, I just felt like, why would you buy this combination when you can buy the damier azur or the monogram, which are so much more like hardy, like long wearing pieces compared to this print? And honestly, the reason I did is because it just looks pretty. Like, certainly when you're buying your first designer handbag, I wouldn't go down the route of like, you know, buying a damier azur, especially if you plan on wearing it like, you know, on the regular. But if you have several bags already, I think a damier azur is a gorgeous piece to add, because it is just so fresh, it's so young looking, it's perfect for summer, and I just feel like the combination is so beautiful, especially when it ages, and the like vachetta patinas, it is stunning. So I'm actually fairly obsessed with this print now, and I absolutely love it. I prefer it in bags over SLGs, but yeah, because I love like the vachetta with it. But yeah, such a gorgeous print, but I never actually thought that I would ever add it to my collection, and honestly, when I started loving it, it really did surprise me. Okay, moving on. So the next two bags I wanted to share are actually these two items. So they are the Dior Saddle Bags. Both of them I got vintage and pre-loved. One I got from eBay, and this one, which is actually my favorite right now, is from Vintage Amour. I have a whole unboxing video on it, so if you want to see it, go and check it out. It is absolutely stunning. I love the colorway. I haven't quite worn it out yet, but oh man, I'm so excited to. But yeah, these two items, the reason I'm including them is because I truly never thought I would ever add these to my collection. Like, I was born in the 80s, like 89, but when these were super duper popular, I don't think I was really that into designer handbags, so it just never caught my eye. It was never something that I was like, okay, I definitely want to add that to my collection. I want to have that someday. You know, maybe the Chanel Classic Flap and the Louis Vuitton Speedy, those were the only two bags that I was really aware of. But yeah, these Dior like saddle bags weren't really on my radar. Even when I started collecting, the Tote print wasn't really all that hot, but I definitely have to attribute this to Mel Soldera. She is like the goddess when it comes to like vintage designer bag purchases. When she started getting into Tote prints, I was just like, oh my god, that is such a beautiful print. And I purchased my very first like Tote print bag, which is actually this one, and I was totally obsessed with it. This was before like Dior actually reissued the saddle bag, which was really cool because I got this for such a good price. And then recently I also received this from Vintage Amour. So to have two Dior saddle bags like is crazy, especially if you were to ask me, like, you know, when I first started collecting that I would get into like these bags, I'd be like, what, are you crazy? No way. Because I honestly never thought that these type of like short shoulder strap bags are going to come back in style, but they did, and I am actually obsessed with them. But I don't think I'd ever spend the money for like the brand new ones because they're just so expensive, and truthfully I would rather buy something else. I don't think there's enough difference to justify buying a brand new one for me, but that's just my opinion. And in that same wavelength, like, who would have ever thought that I would purchase like a Gucci bum bag, especially like a designer bum bag? Like, I would have been like, you're freaking insane if you told me that I was going to be purchasing a designer bum bag one day. Like, first of all, I would say, why would I purchase a bum bag? Second of all, I would say, why would I buy a designer bum bag? Like, it just seems crazy. But obviously, you know, true to the hype, I did purchase myself one. I am actually not hating it, and I don't regret the decision. I think it's still such a cute little bag. I do think that bum bags are quite versatile. I do think they are, you know, they are more like timeless than people think. Yes, they become trendy every now and then, but overall, you know, they are pretty timeless. Like it's a silhouette. Like, it's a silhouette, just like a tote is a silhouette, just like a Boston bag is a silhouette. So I don't regret it, but yeah, I never thought I would purchase it. But the price was too good on this for me to pass up. So yeah, and I do think it's still so cute. So that's that one. And then finally, as a true representation of exactly how much of a sheep I am, the last item that I never thought I would add to my collection is this little baby right here. This is the JW Anderson Pierce bag, and you guys, this was purely one of those Instagram made me buy it purchases, because I remember when I first saw this on Instagram, I was like, what the hell is wrong with everyone? I was genuinely like, why is everyone sporting like the fuggliest bag I've ever seen in my life? It, to me, looked like a pierced nose, like a pierced pig's nose. And I was like, that is so hideous. Why are you carrying it? But obviously, I'm such a sheep, and the more I saw it on Instagram, I just was like, okay, it's not bad. Okay, it's cute. Oh my god, I love it. So that was the transition for me from hating this bag to loving it to owning it. And truthfully, do I regret it? Surprisingly, no. I'm glad to say that I don't regret it at this present time. I do still get quite a lot of wear out of her. I do really love the color. I love like the gold hardware on this, and I actually really like that it is a very minimalist design. It's not like a logo mania. You know, I can wear this very like inconspicuously. People don't know it's a designer bag. It just looks like a weird ass freaking bag, and I'm happy with that. But I think it's a very blogger-esque bag. I think I look pretty cool wearing it because it's like different with the short handle. And then what I do for extra functionality is I do attach like a longer crossbody strap, and you know, that's been working fine for me. But they have changed the design slightly. I personally prefer this sort of nose ring here. Now they only have the one, and it's just like a single hoop. I prefer this. I think this looks nicer, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, this is the last bag that I genuinely never thought I would own, but I love it. All right, you guys, so that is it. Those are my handbags that I wanted to share with you guys. I know I have quite a few. As I said, I truthfully didn't feel like it was an impossible dream to own a designer luxury handbag, and I think that is not impossible for a lot of people. There's a lot of ways you can get one, whether it's pre-loved, vintage, whether you buy it at a discount store, or you know, or you save your hard-earned money for it. It is possible, but what I never realized, as I said, is just owning the number of bags that I do own. I'm so grateful to have all of them in my collection. I'm clearly bag obsessed. It is a bit of a problem at the moment, but I'm enjoying it while I can. I really enjoyed doing this tag video. Thank you again to all the lovely girls who tagged me, and thank you Jessica for creating this tag. It was so much fun to film. I will tag a few ladies. I will try and find whoever still hasn't done this tag video, and I will tag them in the info bar. So if you guys haven't done it, please, I would love to see your tag video. You guys should let me know what was one bag in my collection that you never thought that I would actually buy, or another one is if you have something that you never thought you were going to buy, whether it was really ugly or you just didn't think it was practical, whatever the reason, and then you ended up purchasing it, let me know. I would love to hear your handbag stories in the comment section below. I always love interacting with you guys, and you guys know the first comments on this video I always try to answer. Again, with the June bugs thing, let me know what you guys think, what you want me to call you, because I don't want it to be a negative thing. It's purely just me wanting to give you guys a nickname because you guys are my friends, and I just thought that that would be nice. So yes, that's all it was. I hope you guys are having a wonderful festive season. I hope you guys are bringing out the trees, watching all the movies, and spending time with your loved ones. I won't be uploading as much. I do have a few pre-filmed videos that I will be uploading here and there, but I am going to be very busy this Christmas and New Year's, and also as I'm moving and you know, families coming over, so I just don't want to be like busy filming. I hope you guys can understand. So I probably will pull back a little bit, but I will definitely come back full force next year, and I'm so looking forward to it. But that is it from me, you guys. I know it's been a rambly video, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, hope you guys are having a wonderful week or weekend, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.